Good morning, friends, and welcome to Iluka Springs, a small town nestled among the mountain trees and home to our misfit band of teens. Last time, we found ourselves in Friday detention, where our group experimented with whether or not a teacher was connected to a mysterious plant on her desk, knocking the plant over and inadvertently sending this teacher to the hospital. They then traveled to the cafe in town where they learned more about mysterious people about town, these plants that have been distributed amongst people they call friends, and finally decided to escort Erin to her partner's band practice where they caused a huge fight and potentially a breakup. So, as we will now continue, we were leaving Harper's band practice. Erin and Blair were headed back to, well, I think Erin was heading home and Blair was escorting her, I believe.
No, Blair was just somehow walking the same way.
Yeah, I decided to just join with the walking, make sure she wasn't alone during this terrible time.
And what were Velvet, Casey, and Marcus doing? I'm assuming you're leaving this shit show you started.
Mm-hmm. I'm just sort of as per usual, I'm sort of just on Marcus's side, but occasionally just glancing down and looking at Marcus's bruised knuckles from punching this poor guy in the face. Sort of I thought I'm normally the one to do that.
Yeah, Marcus just shrugs, kind of turns around from the situation, and then he walks out, giving Velvet a little bit of a look.
What kind of look?
It's more like, oh shit, you're actually kind of cool, not a complete bitch. Get a tiny little nod, it's very subtle.
Sure, return the nod. You've earned it.
Yeah, and I guess Marcus heads out alongside Casey.
Are you guys heading home, or are you heading to check on your friend who was
we have
Miles?
To go check on our boy.
Yeah.
We have to go to Miles.
We have to look after our boy.
All right, and Velvet, your whole posse is here. What's the plan?
Well, this was really just a pit stop on the way to where were we? Where did we say we were going as a group before we had this little detour? Was it to check on Miles, or were we going somewhere else, like the Grove? What was the plan?
I don't think there was a solid plan.
That sounds about right.
It's in my head. I think there was talk about eventually going. I think Erin had mentioned she was going to go and check on the Grove at some point with Harper in the next month, try and invite him on a date. And I think, Marcus and Casey had discussed going to check on Miles, but nothing concrete as a group.
Well, I think we need to make sure Erin isn't left alone to her own devices, because she'll try to run back to Harper. So I think Vel and the gang will go after Blair and Erin. Now, Chadwood drove, correct? So we can probably all pull in his car if there's room.
Yeah, you can kind of, it's not a super big car, but you could definitely, as long as nobody's wearing seatbelts, you can squish about 4 people into the back seat. And, the twins are used to, pushing the front seat all the way back, and one sitting in the footwell and one sitting on the back seat, or one sitting on the chair. So you can make it work. You could fit. Legally, you can only fit 5 people in this car. With a bit of ingenuity, you can fit about 8. Wear seatbelts, kids.
And I assume that's utilizing the boot space as well for human transportation.
We do not transport human beings in the boot because they suffocate. There's not enough airflow back there.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
It's actually not very safe to transport human beings in the boot. Anyway.
Okay, well, Velvet will turn to Marcus and Casey and just confirm, well, what are you guys doing?
Well, our boy Miles' sister apparently has one of these plants. And now that our little protection detail is taken care of, that was a weird afternoon already. We should probably go check on our boy and track down the rest of these, this evil plant that's taking over the town. What the fuck is happening? What is today?
Yeah, a lot of out of character things today.
Strange way
Like-
to put it.
He kind of Marcus like looking at Velvet, hanging out with us.
It was for a good cause. You know.
Since
Well,
when do you do
philanthropist at heart.
charity?
Well,
Chadwood pipes up at this point and says, Velvet is like the nicest, most charitable person I know. And, you know, I think that what she did here was like super cool. Like, you were defending a friend, right?
oh, totally. Yeah.
See? And he just sort of grins at you. He's like clearly so whipped for these three girls.
Marcus just kind of shakes his head and looks at Casey. Well, let's get going.
Do you guys need a ride?
Out of curiosity, what kind of car is it?
It's probably like a slightly older Corolla. Like it's like a late 2000s, early 2010 model.
Okay.
Like it's a hatchback.
Yeah. Okay. Casey just sort of I just sort of just stare at the car and nah man, no, I'm good. I'm groovy.
You sure, Case? It's kind of far.
I
I'm
mean,
not
if,
sure go-
if they don't want a lift, like, yeah, they don't need to take the lift. You know, if you're scared.
I'm gonna need to roll to keep my cool. Because Casey's
Roll it
scared
then.
because Casey's scared of driving.
Yes. Roll me those 2d6.
What could possibly go wrong? So that's 2d6. It's cold, isn't it?
Yes, you roll the cold.
So that's a total of 5.
Ooh, you are not keeping your cool at all.
Nah, nope.
You do gain some experience though.
Yay! Fuck.
You failed a roll. Mark experience.
Yeah.
You're definitely starting to feel that panic, that memory. You haven't been in a car for 6 months. You've walked everywhere, biked everywhere.
Does Marcus know this?
Well, Marcus, I imagine you know Casey's deal. Like,
Okay.
Maybe not
Casey
in excruciating detail, but
yeah,
you know.
like, even for Casey, the super details are kind of foggy. But yeah, you kind of know. Casey doesn't do cars anymore. Not at all. Nope. Like, their uncle has like a nice truck, which is secure enough that Casey sometimes, but like your average fan, no, not a chance. Casey is good.
I mean, Chadwick also has the prominent red P displayed on the back of his car as
Yeah.
well.
I'm groovy.
This man
Ah.
has just gotten his P plates.
Yeah, there's no way I'm getting in that car.
I think
Right.
we're gonna walk. Things
Yeah.
for the best.
Okay.
The twins kind of roll their eyes, and Chadwood just sort of shrugs.
Hey,
So you two start walking?
Yeah, yes,
Mhm.
yeah. Casey's already walking. Like
I
this,
think
they're
shit
gone.
always gets questions. Casey's gone. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
no, we
As
just
we're
can't
we're
turn.
walking, Marcus would put a hand on like Casey's shoulder as he says, "Hey, you okay?"
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a nice day, you know?
Case, come on.
I don't do the whole doesn't feel right driving anymore. It's I still see it when I sleep sometimes. And I hear someone put a foot on the brakes and I can't do it. Not yet. Soon. Yeah, totally soon. But no, man, just hasn't been
mean-
long enough.
Well, I get it, but we don't have to walk everywhere. We can grab our bikes. I mean, it's pretty
Why are you
far
looking-
from my house, but better than walking.
You know, like, yeah, we can grab our bikes and like meet up somewhere. Because I imagine I kind of get the impression we're going to be moving around a lot tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be one of those nights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess we can. Yeah, we can just do that. That'll be better, I guess, than walking, especially because
Yeah.
everyone else is traveling with a car. And,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you could have just gone with him, man. It's fine.
Hey, no way. I'm not leaving you behind. What if there's like another like plant that you touch or something, and you get infected with a freaking virus, and next thing I know, you're like a zombie.
Well, I guess. Yeah. Do you want to just like we'll grab our bikes and like meet at Miles's place, and if he's cool, we'll grab him and we'll do our thing, I guess.
I mean, if you're gonna be okay, like alone, I know you're not like.
I'm fine, dude.
You sure?
I'm fine. Yes. Just leave it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll shoot you a text when I'm on my way to Miles's place.
Yeah. Look, it's not. Look, my place isn't that far. Look, it'll be like less than an hour, and then I'll be there. It's too easy.
Okay. All right. Well, text me if you need if something happens.
If you find another interesting plant or run into what was their name again? Like ogre or something?
Oakley.
Oh,
She seems nice. I mean, she's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Go, we'll keep an eye out for the weirdos in town. No shortage.
Right.
All right, man. I'll meet you in an hour. Yeah.
All right. I'll see you. And kind of just
Yeah, man.
gives a wave.
You two.
Casey's just gonna like swing over a fence into someone's backyard and start taking shortcuts through people's property.
Of course they are. Okay, so Aaron and Blair. Aaron, where are you headed that Blair's following you? What's your plan in your emotionally distressed state?
I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to go back to my house or my dorm. Really, probably just stay in. And I'm saying this while I'm just silently crying to the plant that I'm holding, which I still need to give back to the librarian, and I don't have time. And there's still 20 minutes of walking to do.
I mean, you could always give the plant back like another day. It doesn't have to be a today thing. It's always like tomorrow. Tomorrow is like Saturday. pretty sure today was like Friday, so yeah, it's a Saturday, so. Not to mention hospital like opening hours like longer on Saturdays or something. I don't know. I don't go to the hospital very often.
I don't know. The librarian needs the plant. I don't know what will happen to the librarian if the plant is not given to her. What if she dies? Does that make us murderers?
Nah. We didn't do any stabbing.
That's not the only way you could be a murderer, Blair.
I know, but like, it's not like we intentionally took the plant away to kill her. It's not intentional in it. And even then, it wouldn't exactly hold up in a court of law. Like, oh yeah, sorry, Your Honor. Yeah, I stole her plant and she died.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know anymore. Okay, a lot of things are weird. Harper called you guys my gang, and we're not even a gang. We're just.
Oh no, we're definitely not a gang. We don't even have like matching jackets yet.
Oh god, I've never been in a gang.
Muted. Push to talk, honey.
This is not a gang. Look, as far as I'm aware, this isn't anything. This was prolonged detention in my mind.
God, I don't know. I don't know how to fix this with Harper. I mean, Marcus punched him.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. In a weird way.
That's not cool. You don't just punch people.
I mean, it was out of the blue. That's the only reason why I think it was cool. A bit of drama to spice up the life. It'll, be something to talk about.
Oh, my life is falling apart.
It's really not falling apart. Look, just be careful. Not with just the Harper, whatever. It's you do you. It's your life. Just with the I don't know any creative names to call them this time. I guess the you want to know what a gang is? Velvet and her goons.
Velvet doesn't look like she'll be part of a gang.
What's a gang look like?
I don't know, like big burly men, leather jacket, motorcycles.
Look down at my own leather jacket and just... That's a stereotype and it's harmful.
It's like, those old white men with their white beard.
Like a biker gang?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got, Chad's car. Does that count? Drives them everywhere, so probably.
Oh my god, how am I gonna fix things with Harper? I'll have to apologize.
As long as he apologizes for the stuff he's done to you.
He hasn't done anything to me. He's been an amazing boyfriend.
Is he your first boyfriend?
Yeah.
There you go. You don't have a lot of point of reference, I assume.
I read a lot of books, okay?
She visibly cringes. I mean, depends the book, but not really the same, unfortunately. That would be like saying, my fairy godmother is going to come and turn me from this ugly duckling people see me as to a pretty princess for the ball. It's a book.
Oh. Why do I hear snoring?
I just
I just don't want. Listen, Harper. Okay, here, everyone's trying to turn them into this big evil guy who's like really bad at relationships and stuff, but you don't know him like I do.
Correct.
Yeah, see? He's actually really thoughtful.
I mean, look, think of it this way. If a group of people, strangers, can look at the bare minimum of what you've told us in your words, someone who loves them dearly, and would do anything for him. If you telling us about him has made us all strangers, all people who barely know each other. Some of us even despise each other. All agree that he's kind of a dick. What's that gonna say? Just some food for thought. You don't have to reply to it now. I just thought I would get my 2 cents in. I don't even use 2 cents anymore. My 5 cents in, if you will, then.
Oh yeah, this is all my fault, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It is all my fault. It's because
Nah.
I've made him look like a bad guy. I've chosen the wrong words, and now he hates me, and I have to make this better.
I don't think he's gonna hate you. I think he'll take you back fairly soon. If I'm honest, from what you've described, he'll take you back.
You think? Maybe
Yeah, totally.
Maybe I should give him a gift for as an apology, or make Marcus apologize to him.
Maybe a nice hat or something. He seems like the type to wear a hat.
A hat? I
Yeah, I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
Harper wear hats before.
Yeah, well, he's got that long, it just sort of complement everything.
Yeah, he's got the really nice, long, majestic hair. It's amazing
That
when
he
it's
does.
flowing in the wind.
I bet it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'll have to apologize and bring a gift. Thanks, Blair.
No worries.
Aaron visibly looks relieved at this.
Give her a bit of a pat on the shoulder as we keep walking down.
Yes. I'm assuming you guys are like, yeah, so Aaron's vaguely headed towards her house at this point.
Once it got to a point where like Blair could split off and go to her own house, then she would, yeah.
Okay. Parting ways. So you do come to a point in your walk where, Blair, you know that if you turn off now, you can head straight home. So you bid for Aaron a gentle farewell and part ways. Erin's still carrying the repotted plant in her arms and crying. Velvet, you are left at just outside Harper's house as he picks himself up from his collapsed point on the drum kit with your friends. What's your plan?
Well, we're all going to pile into Chadwood's car.
I'm assuming you get shotgun.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Chadwood opens the glove compartment after you're settled and reveals some bottles of water for you ladies. And says, where to?
Oh, he is so thoughtful. I'll definitely take the bottle of water. Make sure he feels appreciated.
You thespian ladies have work very hard, and you got to keep your voices soothed. And he'll sort of like peel away from the curb and stop. He's very he's puttering, like he's waiting for a direction.
Okay. Try and find where Erin went. We don't know where she lives or anything like that. Just like in that vague general direction, we saw her walk off and see if we can catch her. What time is it actually in the day?
At this point, you're probably looking... Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of maths in my head. Give me a sec. Probably getting close to 5:30, 6 o'clock at this point. Like, it's getting late, but, the sun is still up. Daylight savings is a bitch.
Is there much of a nightlife in Iluka Springs, or is it kind of like at
Absolutely
the end of the
not.
workday, everything? Okay, so it's pretty much dead
there's a
after
pub.
5.
Like there's a pub, and otherwise you drive down the mountain and there's a couple of bars in the larger town at the base of the mountain, but that's about it.
Okay. We'll try to find Aaron if we can.
You sort of drive down, or Chadwood starts driving down the way she left. But as you get further down the road, he makes like a small turn to sort of try and keep in the vague same kind of line. It's clear that she's probably gone down into like the gully, or like she's crossed over at some point, and you can't really find her. A little bit harder to find. There's a lot of pathways that are like foot traffic only in this area.
Well, we'll give up on that venture then. Velvet definitely doesn't want to go home, so we might head... How far down the mountain is it to the other bars, like in the major part of town?
Going into the major part of town, it's probably... it's about a 15-20 minute drive.
Okay.
It's not terribly far. You are still in your school uniform, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You came straight from detention.
In that case, let's make a detour to the twins' house to change.
Yep.
And then hit the bars.
Cool.
With our fake IDs.
Yes, of course. You head to the twins' place, and Chadwood is relegated to the couch, while the three of you all go up into Callista's room. And oh my god, if I can get my computer into Callista's room, and start basically demolishing her wardrobe in a desperate attempt to find the best outfits possible. Chadwood is already wearing nice blue jeans and a polo top, so you know he's already dressed for the bars, and the girls and you it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to find a decent outfit that you're happy with, and you're all in agreement. The twins, of course, are kind of like inverse reflections of each other. That's their whole thing that they do. One will wear, blue with red accents. The other will wear red with blue accents, that kind of thing. Once you're all dressed, you pile back into that car and head on down the mountain. Driving down the mountain and into the main town at the base of the mountain, you'll find you do pass the hospital, actually. It's a pretty small hospital by hospital standards, very country, doesn't have any big brain surgery wards or anything like that, but there are 3 bars at the base of the mountain. One of them is known as the Captain's. And the Captain's is generally where a lot of the older folks hang out. It's definitely known for... It's borderline an RSL at this point. There's a lot of, older couples that go there to drink and have a nice time. It plays a lot of the oldies and the goldies kind of music. There's generally a live band there, but again, they're playing quieter, and it's music that you can dance with your partner to. There is a big bar that is known for live bands every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They host a drag night once a month. It's pretty well known because it's one of the few really openly while everyone's relatively queer friendly around here, it's one of the few places that are really openly queer friendly. And yeah, they're sort of like the really popular hangout places to go, but they are known for really seriously checking IDs, and if they catch you with a fake, they will take it. And the last place is just called The Edgy, and it is a pub that is sort of right on the edge of an embankment. And it's not actually called that, but nobody can remember what it's actually called because everyone's just been calling it The Edgy since forever. And they rarely check IDs, and you have a sneaky suspicion they water down their drinks as well. But it's free entry, so your choice. Where are you going?
With The Edgy, what kind of music do they play? What sort of crowd?
It's because they're known for like being cheap and a little bit laxer with their door policy. You do get a lot more younger people there, but they are known to play basically whatever you request. Their DJ has an open Spotify account. Like, you're not supposed to use Spotify for making money, but you know, who's checking?
Does Velvet have any like connection with the DJ by any chance? Like, do they know each other or?
He's like in his probably early 20s, I'd say, like early to mid 20s, and he has definitely like you've definitely seen him around before, usually here, if not around town at the base of the mountain. He has definitely bought both you, Velvet, and each of the twins a drink at some point, and flirted a little bit, assuming that you were over 18. But yeah, you know of him. You've had small conversations with him, but couldn't remember his name to save your life, though. It's not that important.
Oh no, not at all. Then I think we'll hit The Edgy.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. So down in you stopped at the door briefly by the bouncer, and he asks you for your IDs. He's a larger dude and sort of checks each of them. He gives them like the briefest of glance overs and then hands them back. Like, he's not actually really checking them. And lets you guys in. The place is kind of, it's simultaneously full of people and also empty. It's not set up in the nicest kind of nightclub. Like, it's a bit trashy, like, in all honesty. It's your typical kind of like small town pub that knows that half the people that they're serving are probably underage but doesn't really care. You know, it's a bare dance floor with a bunch of like cheap dollar store disco lights and a mirror ball, and the DJ booth is literally just like a wooden pallet with like a couple of milk crates stacked on top of one another and a laptop on it that's been connected to the big sound system. It's got a bunch of cheap kind of chairs around to sit on, and some tables that you can put your drinks on that always wobble, no matter what.
It's a feature, not a flaw.
Exactly. There's a couple of like familiar like faces that you do kind of recognize. You know, you've seen them around. Usually here and stuff. But no one. There's a couple of people from your school that you recognize, but otherwise not really anyone familiar from town.
What are they playing?
They're currently playing some Harry Styles music at the moment. Something new from Harry Styles. Someone's clearly requested it. The DJ does not look pleased that he's currently being forced to play Harry Styles.
Right, well, I'll make a Robert will make a beeline for the DJ.
Mhm.
And I'll ask Chadwood to go get us all some drinks, and the girls will find a nice wobbly table for us.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to leave you guys there for the moment. And Erin, you walk by yourself for a little bit longer and finally make it home. It's been a long day. It's been a long and stressful day. You got detention for no reason. You potentially saw someone die. You got embroiled in a strange mystery about a weird plant that you're now carrying home. And your newfound friends may or may not have ruined your relationship. How are we feeling?
Very rough.
Happy
Probably just going to, I don't know, trying not to break down, considering the fact that I don't actually have a support system in this town. I'm new.
Do you live with family members? Did they move with you?
No, my parents are traveling around other, countries, doing business.
So you're staying with like a host family at this point.
Yep.
Cool. The host family that you're staying with are actually Dr. Wills and his wife, Mrs. Wills, who run the local GP clinic. They do like a homestay kind of program for people who are displaced or who need another place to stay while they're people are traveling, that kind of thing. So it's like a host stay kind of thing that they do. And you get home, and Mrs. Wills, Miffy, her name is, and as she insists you call her Miffy, is already prepping dinner. She's busy cooking, and she looks up as you come in. And she's an older lady. She's probably in her mid 60s at this point, mid to late 60s. They're definitely an older couple. She's got a soft, round, kind of friendly face. She wears very, very large glasses and knitted cardigans. She does look a little bit stern sometimes when you catch her off guard, but she's generally quite a happy kind of soft person. As you come in, she looks at you and she goes, "Oh, Erin dear, what have you got there? You're right, darling. You're home a bit late."
No, I apologize about that. I did not notice the time. But yeah, this is a plant from, this is the librarian's plant, and she had a bit of an accident, so she had to go to the hospital.
Oh yes, Janet called me. She saw the hospital, or she saw the ambulance take her away. Is Edith all right? What happened?
She just collapsed. And we, tried calling the ambulance, and my friend said that she's gonna be all right, but I'm planning on handing her back her plant when, I don't know, tomorrow.
Okay. Where? So, she'd be down at the mountain hospital, yes?
Yes, I think that's where the ambulance took her.
Okay. Do you need a lift, darling?
If that's all right. I mean, no stress. If you can't, I can just walk there. It's okay.
I'm not making you walk down the mountain. It's a 15-minute drive, darling. It'll take you all day to walk there and back. And going up the mountain, that's just no. That's not. That's too much. Too much.
It's okay. I mean, I can do the exercise, and I know
you don't need exercise. You need to sit and take a breather. Put the plant over on the counter over there, and come sit here at the table, dear, and I'm almost done. You will eat some nice hearty food, and that'll make you feel better, and then we won't tell Aaron but we'll have ice cream afterwards.
That sounds amazing. Okay, Erin's putting down the plant on a safe, corner of the counter, and then she's gonna help Miffy prepare the table.
Yeah, Miffy gets you finished setting the table while she goes about chopping or finishing up all the plating of everything. She's one of those people who serves everyone's meals before putting them on the dining table. And she serves massive portions. She's one of those. You have to eat. You have to eat, darling. Eat some more. She loves it when people go back for seconds. And as she's finishing putting down everyone's plates and you're sitting down, Aaron, her husband, Dr. Wiltz, comes in and sits with you. That's a new addition. And he points to the plant, and he's an older gentleman. He's got quite a fluffy white and grey beard, and he looks like a man who's worked pretty hard, but he does have that kind of softness that some doctors have about them, like that older kind of softness. He is known. He does often kind of smell a bit like tobacco, though, but he smokes from a pipe.
Oh, I'm just holding it for the librarian, Miss Edith. I'm bringing it back tomorrow to her in the hospital.
She's in the hospital?
Then uncertain look towards Miffy.
Miffy smiles and she sort of nods. She's like, oh, she had a bit of a fall. She's Janice told me she got taken away down to the hospital in the ambulance. Aaron was there. Why were you still at the school so late?
We were asked to stay back for some things. I made some friends, which is good.
Good. Oh, you made some friends, Aaron said. Who did you make friends with?
Oh, there's the two. There's Marcus and Casey.
Yes.
And there's the Velvet and Blair.
Aaron seems to think about it for a minute and said, Marcus. Oh, he's the Silverstein kid, yes?
Yep, that's him, I think.
Yes, okay. Yes, no. The whole family's very prone to broken bones and all that kind of thing. Did Casey? Which one's that again? What do they look like?
Oh, like always beside Marcus, blonde hair, very androgynous. I'm not sure.
Not off the top of my head. So and you said Velvet and Blair. Yes. You know, those two used to be good friends. Yeah, used to play just across the road from the GP. Used to clinic. Used to see them all the time. I haven't seen them for ages, but I'm glad you're making friends, dear. Glad you're making friends. Stay out of trouble, though.
Oh, I definitely will stay out of trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. But what happened with Velvet and Blair? They don't seem to get along nowadays.
Aaron just sort of shrugs and goes back to eating, and Miffy leans over and she goes, oh, I heard there was a fight or a falling out or something, and I not totally sure what happened, but best not to poke at old wounds. Maybe just leave it be. Maybe, hey, but if they're both friends with you, maybe they're getting along again. Maybe you can be the thing that brings them back together.
And Aaron has a flashback of, everyone just ganging up on her lover. And just goes, yeah, I hope so.
Well, finish your meal, dear. You look like you need a hearty meal after such a stressful day. And then you continue eating your meal. The whole time you're eating, you can kind of you have this strange sense that you can kind of it's one of those like back of your mind like almost makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up kind of feeling that you're not alone in the room. Like you can see two other people in this room, but it feels like something else is there with you.
Aaron's gonna glance uncertainly towards the plant.
It's just a plant. It just looks like a plant.
You can see Erin is trying to devour her plate as fast as she can. And then the moment she's done, she's gonna go up and wash the dishes and excuse herself from the table, saying that it's been an exhausting day. And she's gonna take the plant back to her room and immediately message Blair.
Yep. What are you texting Blair?
The plant might have brought a ghost with it.
Blair, at this point, you've managed to get home, and you're chatting to Lou on Messenger while scrolling through Tumblr, I assume.
Naturally.
Naturally. Sharing, various posts back and forth between you and your mutuals. You're quite popular online. You have a lot of friends online. You've got a lot of mutuals on Tumblr who you're, friends with, and now, they've got that messaging app in Tumblr now, so you can actually like chat to them in real time. It's great. And you get a text message from Erin that she thinks the plant has brought a ghost with it.
Blair's just gonna sort of look at the text. She's like laying in bed, like with the laptop like on her chest and like hunched, looking up on it with something that's whatever's playing on the screen, and just like, I can't describe it. I'm doing the actions, but I can't describe it.
Holding the phone like right in front of your face with the laptop on your tummy as you scroll.
Yeah, no, exactly that. Yeah, very confused, looking like, what? Oh my god! Reluctantly sit up and reply back. What do you mean, haunted? Multiple question marks.
Erin replies back as she like puts down the plant in a safe spot nearby the window. She texts that I can feel that there's something always staring at me. What if the librarian died and her ghost is now haunting me through the plant?
I doubt she's dead. Maybe put the plant outside for the night before you can return it. Better yet,
like a dog.
better yet, do you have salt in your kitchen?
Yeah? Question mark, question mark, question mark?
I want you to, when you put it outside, take the salt and just around the pot, just go like ham on a line, just like ring of salt. Not in the plant, you'll kill it, but around the pot on the ground. But keep the pot in the salt ring.
Okay. And then a really sad, emoji with the big teary eyes.
Amazing.
I'm gonna flick back to texting Lou, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, that a plant you got, right? Does it stare at you? Like, do you feel like it stares at you?"
I mean, you get a bunch of question marks back, and then the response is, well, I mean, I always feel the presence of nature around me.
Cool. I'll reply back with, how long have you had it? Exactly.
You get the little 3 dots appear, and then it disappears, and then it reappears. It's about a week.
You felt any different in that week?
3 dots. They go away. 3 dots again. And away. And they come back. It's like, have you been smoking without me?
No.
I don't feel any different.
You know I can't keep that here. My mum would kill me.
You get a thumbs down emoji. No, but seriously, like, I feel fine. Why are you so interested in this plan? Like, you've been asking me about it, like, since detention.
Well, this is too batshit to explain over text. Call me for a sec.
There's a bit of a pause, and then your phone rings.
Just put it on. Okay, so it's really hard to explain this, but
okay, do I need like popcorn or
no, no time for that.
Okay, Jesus. All right, gods above, this sounds bad.
So Edith the librarian?
Yeah,
so she had one, right?
Okay.
But she was like really attached to it. I'm talking about like just a bit too attached to a plant.
Like, are we talking like those people who fuck nature, or
I don't know, but
oh god.
Look, leaves were touched, and I don't want to talk about it.
I'm really concerned.
I don't want to talk about that part. I'm just saying is it got knocked onto the floor and she collapsed. And
correlation, not causation, though, right? Absolutely correlation, not causation.
No, it was because before it got knocked to the floor, I wasn't. Fuck that. But the others in detention were fondling the plant to.
What?
I said I didn't want to talk about it. Okay.
Oh my god, were they like
day.
inadvertently touching up a teacher?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Some things are best left repressed.
Gross.
I told them not to, but they still did it. But yeah, she like didn't like going away from it and would keep like holding it and like touching it, and then she collapsed when it fell onto the floor.
Do you think it's cursed? Maybe it's a curse.
Maybe. I haven't done enough looking into the plant just yet. We still have it. By we, I mean new girl Erin does. She thinks it's possessed. She feels it staring at her.
That's maybe she's just like super in tune with nature or something. She's just one of those people who's like naturally gifted in like, hedge witchery or something. Maybe she's just a green witch and she doesn't know.
Nah, she doesn't strike me as the type.
Well, maybe, I don't know. This is so far out of my league.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Maybe we should talk to Ms. W?
I'm thinking it. I was gonna see if I could go over there tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I can meet you there.
Yeah, look, I might be there with the other people who assisted in this detention adventure, so I just want to forewarn you.
Who's gonna be there?
I don't know. I mean, new girl Erin might be.
Okay, but who else was involved in this potential inadvertent teacher fondling plant bullshittery.
Marcus.
Why do I always feel like it's always him?
Casey.
Oh god. Yeah, no, when they're I guess when there's smoke, there's fire.
Velvet.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess. I just.
So just like,
Wait, are you really hanging out with Velvet again?
just bring some holy water or something. I don't know. Crucifix.
I'm... Oh my god. At least, well, I mean, even if she doesn't
Please.
actually melt, all her foundation will melt off her face. That'd be pretty
I'm
funny.
planning to bring some pocket salt just in case.
Amazing.
Look, just for now, just be careful about that plant.
I will be careful about the plant, the innocuous, harmless little plant that is sitting
Just trust
on
me
my
this.
desk.
Just trust me on this.
Oh my god, you're so dramatic. Like, I don't think I think you're full of it. Like,
That's fair.
I don't think unless I don't think that you can curse like a group of plants. Like,
they
I
cut
think
from the same tree.
do
I'm
curses.
just saying.
Can
I don't know.
you take a piece of a cursed item and continue on the curse though?
I mean, hereditary curses are a thing, so what's to say it's not the same with trees?
Mm.
Look, I gotta go, but
Okay.
yeah, just be careful, you know.
Okay, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Hang up and just
Yep.
throw my phone down and just be like,
Did not sign up for this bullshit.
It's so hard knowing that I could do real things, and
Mhm.
Lou just keeps going on about that, you know. Oh,
Mhm.
you're born to do it. Oh
Oh
no,
my god.
not the same. It's not the same.
You're welcome. So, Casey, you head home, and as it's starting to get a little bit dark by the time you get home. Like, it is a decent walk. Like, by the time you get home, it's probably like getting close to 6:30, 7 o'clock at this point.
Okay.
And Mira is sitting at the on the couch in the front room, and looks over at you as you come through the door and says, "You're in luck."
Okay. Yeah. What's up?
Well, Dad's not home yet, so and nobody needs to know that you got detention.
Fucking incredible. That's convenient. Cool.
It was a really long detention. Where the fuck have you been?
Okay. So, like, I don't know.
Wait. She, they sort of roll over. She rolls over and pulls. There's a little mini fridge beside the couch, and she pulls out 2 cans that look like they should be Coke cans, but if you they're like, it's like a sleeve, and it is it's actually a UDL, and that she hands to you, and she cracks one for herself and says, "Go for it."
All right, cool. So you know how Marcus and I we tend to end up in our bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit occurred. So we think the librarian might be dead.
You killed Ms. Turner?
Oh no, a plan did. Let me weave you a tale.
Sorry, did our school suddenly turn into Little Shop of Horrors?
God, I'm honestly not ruling it out. So, well, long story, really minimized. Librarian was looking like shit. Had this plant that she was really attached to, but was really overwatering. I don't know shit about, like, herbology.
Herbology? Jesus. Horticulture, dude. Horticulture.
Yeah, horticulture or botany. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I'm just being pedantic.
Yeah, and librarian, she went outside to have a phone call. We knocked the plant. I say we. We knocked the plant off the desk, and the librarian just ate shit. Just straight down, sack of potatoes. Everyone
shit.
fucking scampered, except for Blair and I. And we
Really?
they took the plant and just took the
They took the plant?
You know Erin, that new girl?
Yeah, she's weird.
She's all right. I'm not gonna get into that, but scooped up the plant and just boom, gone into the dust, leaving Blair and I with the fucking bag. So then
Mira Mira sort of looks at you for a hot minute, and she's got that little like smile on the face, and just like, okay.
So like, Blair and I called office. Paramedics arrived. They the EMTs in this town kind of know me, so like we were chill. Oh god, it's amazing. Like I could have a plaque in the emergency room. So like they
Give
were
you a
chill.
stamp card.
Oh my
Your
god,
10th trip's free. Well, I mean, all your trips are free technically.
God bless Australia.
Yeah, healthcare.
You'd think at this point, like they would look at me and go, "Dude, even you're pushing the limit." Like at some point,
instead of your 10th stamp phrase, your 10th stamp is you need to find a new hospital. I've seen you too many times.
It's like the opposite of a loyalty program.
Sorry, go
So
on.
yeah, librarian taken off, gone. And then Blair and I had to go fucking find the others, and we find them having coffee, just chilling.
They're just having amazing.
They're just hanging out and having coffee.
Wait, is it Marcus ditched you too?
Marcus just vroom, but like, you know, it's my book. It's fine. And like, you know that Velvet?
Yeah, she's
popular-
a bitch.
She was there.
Wait, so
Her and, like,
so you were
her whole-
hanging out with Velvet all afternoon?
No, it's not like we were hanging out. It's more like she attached onto us like a parasite and
You've changed,
bred.
Casey. You've changed. How could you hang out with Velvet? Tell me
Jane's
more about
point.
Erin.
Oh,
You said she was alright.
girl.
Is she alright, or is she a bit of alright?
Erin, the tea, but
Oh my
not. Look, that's for later because I've actually got a dash. Erin's boyfriend Harper.
Harper's a dick.
Harper is wild because
He's in band with me.
Huh?
He's in band with me. He's a dick.
Yeah, he's like the sax dude, right?
Yeah, he plays saxophone in band, and he's alright at it, but he thinks he's like, you know, fucking first chair clarinet or some shit.
Yeah, he also plays bass
Badly, I assume.
badly
No fucking shit.
because like I don't even know how at this point we ended up at like band practice because Aaron was like, yeah, look, this plant situation's kind of fucked, but I gotta go hang out with my boy, and we were like, okay, cool, we'll tag along for absolutely no ulterior motive, like at all. Gotta be honest, I was mostly just kind of curious what the fuck was going on because Aaron is like really sweet, but in a sort of gust of wind would knock her over sort of way.
Are you sweet on her? Oh my god, you are. You're into her.
No.
Liar.
I haven't been sweet on anyone in a hot minute. And she's got a... Well, whether or not she has a boyfriend anymore is sort of up in the
I
air.
was gonna say, if you said she has issues, then you're perfect for each other because you have issues to rival
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah. Look. Things are odd there because, like, Aaron's off limits. Totally and entirely. Marcus punched Harper in the face.
Oh, did somebody record it? Please tell me somebody recorded it.
I'm not sure. I think one of Velvet's goons did.
Amazing.
And
Oh god, I'm gonna have to talk to Velvet's Goons if I want to see this. Hopefully they post it on Facebook.
I will be if they don't post it on Facebook. I will be the human shield and I'll chat and I'll get it for you.
Get me a copy of that video.
I'll take those arrows.
Where are you going then?
Marcus and I are gonna go get our boy Miles, and then we're gonna go on our bullshit. Because this afternoon was weird.
I feel like you haven't been off your bullshit since detention started, so you can't really get back on it.
Sure, and I'm not quite ready to stop quite yet. I don't know, man. I'm vibing. Tonight's gonna. You know, like when shit goes wrong and you just sort of go, yeah, this might as well happen, and you just know it's gonna get worse.
Isn't that
Like-
you every day?
You psychically hear the dominoes start to fall. I'm there, dude.
That started for me when you moved here.
In fairness, the events that led to me moving here, for me, started a little while earlier.
That's fair.
So that's Mike.
Hmm?
Where is he? Mike.
He's at work still. He got kept
Ugh.
back late or some shit.
All right, well.
Do you need food?
No. I've got. I'm sure Miles and Mark. I'm sure my boys and I will grab something while we're out.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm not really hungry.
hmm
Anyway, I'll get the video for you and.
Cool.
Look, weird request, dude.
hmm
Do you like? I'm just gonna make assumptions here. Do you have anything to do with Blair
I mean,
at all?
I have a couple classes with her. She's okay.
Yeah, like it's weird question. Is
Mhm.
she getting like she's always been a bit? I'm not gonna say odd because I can't talk.
I was gonna say judgment pot kettle.
Yeah, look, but like, is it just me or is she getting colossally weirder?
I thought it was just high school. Like year 12. Doesn't everyone get
Don't remind
colossally
me.
weirder in year 12?
Don't remind me. I don't want to know. What the fuck am I going to do with my life? That's not for tonight. Anyway,
Okay, like define weirder. Like, what do you mean?
she keeps stealing shit.
So she's a kleptomaniac. We all have to get our thrills somewhere.
Yeah. You're not wrong on that front. Anywho's, on that particular front, I'm gonna bolt and I'm gonna need you to cover for me if
Yeah,
Mike is back
yeah.
before I am. You know the drill.
Have fun.
I owe you for life and I love you very much.
Buy me more beer.
That I can do.
Cool.
Hey,
Alright,
Mira,
Yeah.
I love you. Don't
Are
say it
you?
back, but
Are you dying?
no. No, I just weird day.
Cool.
Really fucking weird day. Anywho, I swear I'm not high. I'm gonna get changed because I'm still in this, and if I continue to wear these pants, I will kill myself.
I'm gonna start writing your eulogy.
Make it pretty.
I'm gonna tell everyone what a wonderful person you are. It's gonna sound so fake.
I need tears.
Oh yeah.
No, dude. Like that single tear.
Leave me your PS4 and I will weep bloody tears over your grave.
Dude, you can have my your PS4, and like, if I give you the computer, will you like drop to your knees and like cry to heaven?
Yes, absolutely.
Done.
God!
God, why wasn't it me? It's about the drama.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really gotta go because like Marcus is meeting me and he's gonna beat me at Miles' place because I did walk.
We've got to get you back in a car.
Yeah,
Slowly.
yeah, it's fine. I mean,
Right.
like Velvet offered me a lift, but like no.
Do Velvet even drive?
One of Chad, you know that Chad dude?
Chadwood.
Yeah, him.
The Chad.
The Chad. The Chad is kind of like Velvet's bitch.
No, he's the world's biggest simp, is what he is.
If anyone looked at me the way that Chadwood looked at Velvet, I would be able to retire immediately.
Gross. Go change.
Yep, I'm out. Bye.
Peace.
I love you. Don't say it back. and I'll be back when I'm back. And
Okay, bye.
I just vanished towards my room. I'm like, fuck, shit, fuck. Okay, weird, mate, weird. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. We've been through this before, and just like monologuing and giving self-assurance to myself as I get changed, like out of this whole uniform, like into the dark jeans, pull the hoodie on, pull on the armbands, tighten it around the neck. No sign of like anything except for like maybe my upper arms and like the slightest hint of midriff. Pull on like the thick steel cap boots because it's gonna be one of those fucking nights. And
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna grab my bike, no helmet, and I gotta head to Miles's place.
Cool.
And I will shoot a text to Marcus that's going. Yeah, I'll shoot a text to Marcus that's going. Mike doesn't know that I'm out, so I've got free reign. See you in a bit.
Yeah. Cool. Marcus, you make it back to your place. And when you arrive home, your mother is waiting for you. Aliana is standing at the just inside the door. She looks at you. She says, I thought detention only ran until 4. It is after 6.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, it's been a long afternoon.
What made it so long?
Some trouble at school. I don't know. It's a lot of weird things been happening lately.
What kind of weird things? She looks a little bit more intrigued when she says this.
Oh.
You know this look. This is the, oh, are you finally taking up your mantle kind of look?
Oh no. No, it's just, I don't know. Some kids at school, they got involved with some weird plant. No, not in the way you're thinking. Just there's this strange plant. There was a strange plant occurrence, and Miss Edith from the library got hospitalized.
From eating the plant or from something else?
Probably, I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't want to go snooping around to find out what was happening, but there's the new chick at school. Sorry, new girl. I know, gotta respect. She kind of knocked the plant over, and stuff happened, and the lady, Miss Edith, kind of fell on her face and passed out. Strange coincidence, I know.
Mhm.
I was actually hoping to talk to you about that. I mean,
Let's
you
talk.
know things about strange occurrences, right?
Come in, come on. And she beckons you to follow her into the kitchen,
Look, I
where
don't really
she.
believe in this sort of stuff, Mom, but
I know you don't. Sit. She makes you sit down, and she takes a seat on adjacent to you at the kitchen island. She's like, "Explain to me what happened. Ask me your questions."
I don't know where to start. So I'm just gonna word vomit.
Mhm.
So first thing that happened before detention was Miles. You know Miles. He's here all the time with Case.
Mm-hmm.
He had like this strange cough, and I know Miles is like a superstar athlete. Like he's like super healthy, super fit, and he
I know.
never gets sick. Like I've never seen him sneeze ever. I don't know how he hides it, but he had a strange cough this morning. Kind of ignored it, went to detention, and at detention Miss Edith was there, and here's the next portion of weird. Guess who I was in detention with?
I'll bite who?
Well, Case, but that's normal. We're always together. So
Obviously. If it's not Miles, it's Casey. If it's not Casey, it's Miles.
exactly. Blair. Remember Blair?
I remember Blair.
The witchy goth type weirdo.
Yeah.
Velvet was there.
Yeah.
And then there was the new girl,
The
Erin.
new. Okay. So, what were your questions? Let's just get to the questions.
Okay. Super strange coincidence how this plant it has some sort of, I don't know, strange coincidental bond with Miss Edith, right? She was like petting plant and she was obviously very obsessively intimate with it, which is also a weird thing. So you know, we kind of noticed that, and then there was at some point we started flicking the leaves of the plant. I know it's kind of weird, more weird, but it
You
seemed
were
like she was
messing with
getting, yeah, we were messing with it. She was getting affected by it. She was like flinching and trying to, you know, dodge.
Okay.
She was moving in accordance to the way we kind of flick the plant. And then when we decided to just, you know, it was time to leave because she also left. As I said, somebody knocked over the plant, and when the plant fell over, she also fell over and she got knocked out.
Okay.
We had to call 000.
As you talk, your mum gets up and walks over. There's a bookshelf in the kitchen that looks mostly like it's just full of like old recipe books and old tomes and stuff like that. And she starts like running her hand over it. So she was reacting to stimuli from the plant. And then when the plant was knocked over, she fell over.
Yeah, do you know any kind of drug that does that, or?
I don't know a lot about drugs.
Any
but
substances that could, you know, maybe the plant could secrete and have this sort of strange effect?
Even if it was a hallucinogenic plant, I doubt that she would be affected by it in that way, especially if she left the room. She pulls it's not a very large tome out, but it is a moderately sized tome.
Marcus' eyes just wide. Like,
yeah, you know this. You know what this book is. You know that bookshelf, while it contains a lot of like old family recipes and stuff like that, it also contains notes from previous generations of Chosen, and basically kind of acts also like a multi-generational grimoire of sorts. It is a bestiary, or some of these books are. And she's flicking through it, and she's like, "Keep talking."
Mom, why do you need that thing? We don't need that. This is just, I'm sure this could be explained by science.
Marcus, sweetie, the preternatural will follow you. You cannot escape this. Can't just walk away from it.
Yes, I can. I mean, there's no way. Look at what year it is. There's no such thing. Ghosts don't exist.
She just shakes her head and keeps flicking. Continue with your story. Continue with your questions.
So he kind of slouches on the chair as he continues. We then she got taken away by the people.
The ambulance?
Yeah, I don't know. While she was being taken away, some other strange thing happened. Do you remember Oakley?
Yes.
One with freckles and like
Mhm.
vividly orange hair.
I know of her.
I kind of ran into them at the cafe.
Mhm. What
They had
happened?
they had this look about them, this analytical but aloof look, and she accused me of touching or I guess bumping into them.
Did you
But
actually bump into her?
no, I didn't even notice they were there until they pointed it out. It could have been, I don't know, Velvet that bumped into them, or Aaron, who was also holding the plant at that point. Oh yeah, we took the plant.
You took the plant. Where is the plant now?
I think Aaron threw it away. I was kind of confusing. I don't remember.
All right. What did Oakley say anything to you?
I honestly don't remember. I just remember getting the vibe that she was a little like subtly threatening, but not really. I don't know. I don't understand really. I mean, it was the first time I ever like spoke to them, like an actual conversation, if you could call it that.
Okay. She finally turns around and places the book on the table in front of you, slides it close, and it's open on a page about, like, from what you can like garner from this page, like it's handwritten, and so the writing, and it's an old page, so it's a little like kind of a little bit faded, and it's got that curly script handwriting, which is a pain in the ass to read, but it seems to be about like nature's spirits of a certain kind. Like it's talking about like how all of nature and all natural living things have a spirit of some kind. So that's probably a good spot to start.
All right, here we go. All right. Yeah.
Marcus, it's going to be weirder than you think it is. I know this is not what you want for yourself, but you don't always get a choice in that. And at this stage, you've been putting it off long enough that I think that the supernatural world is finally catching up to you. I don't think you can put it off for much longer.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's a meaningful, logical explanation to all of this.
The meaningful and logical explanation is that your destiny is finally beginning.
What is this, some sort of fantasy novel?
Marcus, you can deny it all you want and avoid your training and go hang out with your friends and pretend that everything in the world is normal and natural and that there's no ghosts and ghoulies and demons out there. But you know that that's not true. You've lived that experience your entire life. There have always been strange things about this family. You are just the latest in a line. That's why we have that shelf. And one day you're going to pick up a pen and a book and you're going to write your own bestiary. You're going to chronicle your own wheelings and dealings with various supernatural creatures. You're lucky you have this repertoire of knowledge, this repository right here to read from. Your forefathers and their forefathers did not have that. They had to make it up. They had to figure it out as they went.
Well, I gotta say, well, what should I say thank you to them for what, writing all this knowledge? Yeah, sure, it's gonna come in handy in the real world, where I want to be an architect.
I'm trying to help you, Marcus. I really am, but I'm really sick of having this conversation with you.
Yeah, me too. Look, I also have to tell you one thing, Mom. I kind of punched the kid earlier today.
She puts her head in her hand and just... Why did you punch a kid?
The kid had it coming, okay? What's his name? Harper?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, good, because he had it coming, all right?
Okay, is his mother going to call me in a fit?
I don't know.
I hate speaking to other children's parents. I really do.
I know. But if you want to, I'm going to tell you the reason, okay? So...
Please justify this to me.
All right. Erin, the new girl.
Mm-hmm.
The entire time we were out and about investigating this whole thing, she couldn't stop talking about how amazing, how wonderful, and how just adorable Harper is, especially in the way she is so blinded by her love for him.
She's a teenager.
Yeah, so am I, but doesn't matter. We started kind of putting things together with the way she talks about him. She said that her dates with him are usually during band practice, surrounded by the other band members, and he would make her walk everywhere just so she could spend time with him when he has a car.
So they're walking together instead of driving together. Is he actually a piece of shit, or are you jealous?
No, I don't think I'm jealous. Everyone else was thinking the same thing.
Did you suddenly develop mind reading abilities?
I mean, Case and I share a lot of...
Casey and you share a single brain cell, which is why you're constantly doing stupid shit together. That doesn't mean that you have mind reading abilities.
Look, if it wasn't me that was gonna punch the guy, Case would have. Hell, Velvet stepped on his balls.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know at all. Please read the book.
I'm just telling you. Okay.
I know.
Fine. I'll read the book.
There's food in the freezer. Oh, there's leftovers in the fridge. I'm going out. I have a meeting that I need to go to. Please don't...
Spooky meeting?
No, not a spooky meeting. Please don't hit any more children while I'm gone.
Sure. Yeah, he says, kind of still thinking about Harper and the threat they made to him before they left.
Yeah. And your mother taps the book in front of the open page in front of you twice, pointedly, and then leaves, grabbing her car keys as she heads out the door. Sir.
As she leaves, Marcus kind of watches her from the window, like kind of peeks through the curtains, makes sure she actually takes off in her car. He runs to his room and he grabs a little box underneath his bed, and within that box he kind of opens it up with a lock, and within is like his stash of the green stuff, and he kind of starts. Well, he actually has a few like joints rolled up, so he just
Mhm.
kind of takes one and he starts smoking it as he goes through the book
Mhm.
or whatever the page she left. And as he's doing this, he's also gonna text Casey. Yo,
So-
I've got some info.
So the book itself talks about like spirits, and the more you sort of sit down and actually have a read of it, the more it starts to make a bit more sense. It's a bit easier to read when you're really focusing on it as best you can, as you slowly get high.
Oh yeah.
There is a lot of information about like generalized, the spirits of nature and, communicating with them and how they exist, how to appease them as well. Talks about appeasing like some spirits once they get old enough and powerful enough, start to develop a bit more sentience, and they have, like anything with sentience, they have wants and desires and needs, and you have to figure out what those are in order to really communicate with these spirits. It doesn't really talk about like how these spirits can affect humans, but yeah, as I said, it does say that these spirits basically exist within everything.
Okay.
So Casey, you get a text message from Marcus.
Cool. I will check my phone while I'm writing. I will not slow down or stop.
Death is meaningless.
Yeah, look, we all die eventually. Sort of like accidentally swerve a little bit. Oh shit, fuck. I'm gonna work on the assumption with that Marcus is not on the way to Miles's yet. So I'll just text back, want me to swing by yours.
He'll message back saying, I'm about to leave. Do you want to smoke?
So just pull it. Fucking yes. Oh my god. Yes. Save some for me.
Okay, we'll smoke with Miles, he says, replying.
Phenomenal. All right, I guess I'll start going faster to get to. Oh my god. Yeah. Tonight is an event. Things are things are occurring.
Okay, that's why we need the things to mellow us out.
All right, so we're gonna leave you two there, and back to Velvet, who is quite a few drinks in with her and the girls, and Chad. He's there. You've been approached by a couple of people, some older guys who have approached you to offer to buy you drinks, and varying degrees they're either warded off by you, the twins, or Chadwood. He's a great guard dog, very loyal. And there's a couple of like people who are sort of closer to your age from the school at the base of the mountain, and also you recognize a couple from your school. It's an unspoken rule that you just don't mention that you know that person from school. But for the most part, it's a relatively quiet night, and you just have this niggling feeling in the back of your mind that you can't seem to get rid of with music or drink or anything really. And it's just that feeling that something is probably wrong. Like you feel like you're missing someone partially, but also just that something that whatever that that is that you're missing, whoever it is that you're missing, which is weird because your posse's always just been these three people. But whoever is missing, you get the sense that there's something probably wrong wherever they are. And the twins sort of look at you and they can see you processing. They know what it looks like when you're processing and when you're thinking. And Layla just says, "What's wrong? You look like you're not having fun." And Callista says, "We came down here to have fun. Like, celebrate. What's going on?"
Something just feels off.
Mm-hmm. How off? Why off?
Like we're missing something. Missing someone. I don't know.
Well, everyone's here. Yeah, I feel like we're not really missing anyone. Like, unless you wanted to bring someone else into the group.
Like I don't have any idea like who's related to this feeling. It's just
Well, you've had a pretty involved kind of day, like where you have, for lack of a better sense, bonded with people you wouldn't normally bond with. You started to open up that, pathway with Blair again, and you were pretty tight with Erin. Like, you were keeping her pretty close. So, you remember from when you first really kind of ascended to your queen bee status, that you did occasionally get this sensation when you were missing someone that you were starting to believe was one of your fold. So you had the twins first, and when you weren't around them, you felt like you missed them, like you were missing them. And then once Chadwood joined you as well, before he was officially part of the group, sometimes when you were out with the girls, you felt like there was somebody missing. Do we need to cut the day short, or do you want to leave?
Is it possible to stare into the abyss to try and figure out who precisely this is?
Go for it, please. Gaze into the abyss. So
It's a
roll
dark roll, isn't it?
You do. It is a dark roll, and
It's not great for me, gonna be honest.
it's all right.
That is a total of 4 with the modifier.
You're not really getting anything. How are you gazing into the abyss? How does Velvet gaze into the abyss?
In this situation, she would just completely relax into the music.
Mm.
Just kind of tune everything out, like lose focus with vision and just kind of breathe to the beat almost.
You do start to relax into it, and you feel the flow of the music, and you feel a little bit of the drink in your veins as well. And then the song changes. It changes really abruptly, and it just throws you right out of the focus. But you do get to mark experience for that attempt. But yeah, unfortunately, don't really get anything from that attempt. Keeping track of all your experiences and stuff like that in my physical sheets.
I think
Mm.
Velvet's going to probably sit with this for the rest of the night.
Mhm.
And she's going to need to get, I guess, back together with the gang, so to speak, to kind of figure out a bit more who's behind this feeling.
Okay. Easy. So, Erin, are you doing anything else with the rest of your night?
I don't know about leaving the plant outside because if by any chance this craziness is actually real and the plant is actually tied to the librarian, I don't want it to be accidentally murdered. The big question mark. But Erin is going to go downstairs, grab like salt, and put the plant on the table, like this study table, right in the middle, and then just put the salt circle around it, while muttering to herself that she's going insane and probably being haunted right now.
Doctor and Mrs. Wills have gone to bed at this point. They're old. They go to bed really early. And you spend some time just carefully putting the sand around. The salt around the plant. And you get a text message from Harper that just says, if you're gonna keep hanging out with those kinds of people, maybe we should go on a break.
Erin is gonna be staring down at her phone and ask Harper why.
Takes a little bit for him to respond, but you do get a response, which is unusual. Usually he doesn't respond that quickly. And it just says, because I think they're a bad influence on you and they're changing you.
Erin actually replies back, can we talk? And then after that, another message, like in person. And then another message following that up saying, I'm not bringing any one of them. And then sad emoji, sad emoji, sad emoji.
Let's talk tomorrow. I feel like I just need to have a little bit of space right now. Why don't we go for a walk together, and we can have a talk.
Okay, sounds good. And then she's gonna reply after that. She's gonna say, good night, Harper.
You get
and I'm sorry about the others. I'll make sure to not hang out with them anymore.
You get back a night, just not even good night, just night.
And you can see like Erin's face just like crumpling and her sitting down her bed. Big sigh.
As you lay down to wallow in your misery and potentially go to bed, you have your window slightly open just because it's a nice night out, let the breeze in. And as you lay in the darkness, sort of slowly drifting off, you think you can hear singing. It's really faint and very airy. It's probably the sound I would use. It sounds like the wind singing. or the trees singing. It's not words. It's just a tune. It's very soft and musical, but it's very, very faint.
Erin will actually pop her head out the window trying to catch whatever's making the noise. Like, is it actually just the wind?
There doesn't appear to be a strong wind. Definitely not enough to make like the trees make a lot of noise. But the wind does, the light breeze that is out there does seem to carry this music with it. It seems to be coming from like slightly further up the mountain, but you know, not still within town.
Erin will actually just go, because I don't think that I can actually go to sleep right now after all that. Just have a nice walk probably outside, grabbing her nice hoodie and then making sure that the doctor and Miss Mills is like Mrs. Mills is Miffy is in bed already, and she just sneaks out because
you can hear Aaron snoring.
Yep, it sounds about right. They are old.
Yeah, it's about 9 o'clock, 9:30 at this point. Like, it's dark out. There's still a smidgen of light because daylight savings is totally messed up. But it is, it's still it's still getting quite dark at this point. But it's nice out. It's a little bit warm, not really. Like it's definitely I need a hoodie kind of weather. But yeah, outside as you're wandering, do you have a direction in mind, or you're just aimless wandering?
I am trying to follow where the singing is.
So at first it kind of feels like it's everywhere. Like it's being carried by the breeze, so it kind of surrounds you. And the more you walk, you sort of head out onto the road, or like the main road, so it's easier to walk around these footpaths. And you pass under a sign that says Iluka Spring Grove, 500 meters, and it's got an arrow. It's got an arrow pointing to the right, but you know that it's a right turn 500 meters ahead.
Well, if I see that, I'm actually going to send. Whose number do I have aside from Blair?
I think Casey's waving a hand, and
so
potentially
I'll
also Velvet's number as well.
I'll send Casey, Velvet, and Blair in like a group chat kind of thing.
Yes, make a group chat.
Force them into a group chat together. I'm just the only thing that I will send on this group chat is the picture of the grove and 500 meters. That's it. And then I have my torch on my phone ready as I am going ahead.
Oh God. So, Velvet, it's about 9:30 at night. You've been ruminating on this strange feeling for a little while, but then you get a text message that says that just shows a shot of the sign to turn off into the grove, and from Erin, and also Erin has created a group chat, and you've been added to a group chat with Blair and Casey as well. What do you do?
When I see that text, what's that niggling feeling do? When I realize it's from Erin.
You sort of definitely feel it does dissipate a little bit at the contact, but there's still a bit of a sensation of like something's missing. It's not as bad as it was, But someone is still potentially missing. But again, that sensation of something's wrong, seeing that sign, and just after everything that's happened today, that gut feeling gets worse.
Okay. All right. Velvet's going to turn to the twins and to Chadwood.
Mhm.
Let's get out of here.
You're the boss. And the two girls look at each other, shrug, and finish their drinks. And Chadwood gestures for you ladies to step out first. Says, your chariot awaits.
Velvet will roll her eyes when Chadwood isn't looking. Because a chariot this car is most certainly not. But you know, it's free. Once we're in said chariot,
where are we going?
Do the twins, I guess Chadwood as well, do they feel this niggling thing?
Do you ask them
Or
that?
they, yeah, like do you guys feel that something is off?
Not really. Like, kind of, not really. I guess it's just like, are you feeling weird or anything? Like, oh my god, did somebody spike your drink? Chadwood says, nobody has spiked that drink. I guarded it with my life.
Thank you, Chadwood. You're our knight in shining armor. I don't know what we would do without you.
He just grins and starts driving back up towards town.
We're going to the Grove, if you're up for it.
Ooh, midnight rendezvous?
Something like that.
Okay, let's go. It's not like we have school tomorrow.
Yeah. And on the journey, I'll elaborate with the girls. They know that it just feels that someone, like that feeling that someone should be here but isn't. So it's like when I found you and Chadwick.
Oh.
I think there may be another one.
Are we expanding the group?
Maybe.
That's kind of
So-
cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to find out who it is.
And yeah, and we'll have to plan them a dinner party. See if they're on board.
Absolutely. Sounds great.
Mhm.
And yeah, Chadwood starts heading towards the grove, back up the mountain. Blair, it's Tumblr break time, so you're downstairs getting a drink,
Stretching my legs.
stretching your legs out a little bit, and you get this text message. You've been added to a group chat with Velvet and Casey as well.
For fuck's sake. That's why I don't give anyone my number.
Amazing.
I'll add contacts for everyone, sort of like their name and then like a couple of emojis to dictate how I feel about them.
Perfect.
Emojis to remain private until I figure them out properly in my head.
Easy. So, what are you gonna do?
I
Because
think
this looks like Erin's going into the grove at 9:30 at night by
Yeah.
herself.
I'm assuming my family is also just like
Oh yeah.
Out. doing, I don't know, watching what's a stereotypically popular show at the moment.
I was say, like, I feel like
Game of
you're
Thrones.
no, Game of Thrones is out. Potentially watching I feel like your parents are watching NCIS on
Yeah.
TV, and your little brother's in bed.
Makes sense. I will, wish them good night. Like, yeah, night guys. You're going to bed. Had a hard day. I would not have told them about the detention. I think my crunchy yoga mum would have a heart attack if she found out
They didn't ask.
about that. Wonderful.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go into my room and make it look like I am sleeping.
The
I'm gonna
pillows
go out
under
the
the bed
window.
cover.
Yeah, only way I can
Classic.
think of how to do it. And I will, I'll climb out. I'll make sure I grab all of my like important bits just in case I need to do some, hocus pocus on the fly.
Mhm.
So like my book and my bag with just easy grab supplies.
Easy.
Pocket salts, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna climb out the window and I might attempt to climb out the window. Do I need to roll for that?
No. Luckily, there's no rolls for doing
God.
stupid shit. That's
Excellent.
yeah, great. But yeah, so you climb out of your window. It's a little bit awkward, but there's a big tree that like touches your window, so you can sort of like walk across like the porch roof and like climb down that tree a little bit.
Sweet. I'll message in the group chat again of I'm on my way, don't do anything stupid. And then I'm gonna hop on my bike and just pedal to the max.
Amazing. All right, Casey, you've been added to a group chat, and you just received a photo of the grove, or of Aaron heading towards the grove.
Okay, Marcus isn't in the group chat yet, is he?
He is not.
Okay, I'm gonna add Marcus to the group
I
chat.
was like, please add your boy to the group chat.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna I'll add my boy Marcus in, and then I would just post a thumbs up and a question mark, because I am currently writing.
Yes.
I would be... How close would I be to Marcus's at this point? Like, am I still like 10 minutes away, 20 minutes? What am I dealing with here?
Are you going to Marcus or Miles?
Miles. I
Yes.
apologize. You're right.
That's right. I'm just confirming. You're probably relatively close at this point. But Miles lives like, you've actually just passed like that sign. So Aaron has like stepped out onto the road not long after you've passed that sign, because Miles lives just past where the Grove turnoff is.
Oh,
So she's maybe 700 meters behind you.
Indecision. Don't be a hero. Don't be a hero. Don't be a hero. Being a hero, I will post. Yeah, I'll just post a thumbs up, and then I've got to go find Aaron, I guess.
So you just turn your bike around and go
Don't wanna
back
be
down
a
the
hero.
hill.
Don't want to be a hero. Oh, no, it's my boys.
Mhm.
Miles first, because if Miles is cursed, that's a problem, but we also might need his help. I'll go to Miles.
Okay.
I will post a thumbs up and a question mark,
Mhm.
and then continue heading to Miles, but I will definitely add Marcus to the group chat.
Okay. Excellent.
I need backup.
Marcus, you've been added to a group chat. There is a photo of the sign for the turn off to the Grove. There is a thumbs up and a question mark from Casey, and a don't do anything stupid from Blair. Shit's about to go down.
How long has it been since he smoked the
You are feeling
God.
pleasantly buzzed right now.
perfect? Okay.
You're probably also like, I'm assuming you're on your way to Miles's at this point.
Yeah, he's biking. He's actually strolling right now. The cool air,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just jamming out. But he kind of pulls out his phone. He just gives a little, and then he just like puts it away. He doesn't even reply. He's just biking.
Amazing.
Nice.
So you bike. You're coming from kind of so if the turn off to the Grove is to the right, you're actually coming off biking from like the left.
Yeah, I imagine he's
Uh.
coming from the opposite side, so he doesn't
Yeah,
actually,
so yeah, you come
he's
up.
not gonna see Aaron.
if you ride your bike from your place to Miles's place, you take a lot of back roads, and you actually come up from like the back end of Miles's place. So as you pull up into the backyard, Casey pulls down the front driveway, and you can sort of like see each other over the fence.
Yo.
Peace.
Oh.
Hey.
No. Okay. Right. So what the fuck do you know? You said you had some... Huh?
Oh yeah.
I'll just like pull in front, like pulling like in front of the front door, and just like hop off the bike and just let it just fall to the side casually. Stretch. All right, what are we dealing with here, my boy? What's up?
I imagine Marcus would have taken photos of like the page.
Yeah.
And he would just pull out his phone, and he would kind of just slowly pan it upwards and show it to Casey. He'll just hand Casey the phone, and he just has this like really dull smile on his face.
Okay, you're done. Okay. That's fine.
I had a talk with Mom about the whole thing. I told her everything,
Okay. Well,
even the ball stepping.
even the book. Well, it wouldn't be the real story without letting that out. Did we know if like Velvet or any of like her goons filmed it? I'm pretty sure.
Probably. It was honestly, I needed to smoke just after all of that. There was too much adrenaline in my system.
Valid. I'm gonna need some depending on whether or not our boy's okay.
Oh yeah.
Because if he's possessed by a plant, I'm gonna need something to make sure I don't burn the house down. Right. These pages, I'm gonna glance down at them. Can I potentially have a brief recap what the hell we're dealing with?
Cool. So the brief recap of what's on the page is basically it talks about nature spirits.
Okay.
That, you know, every living thing in nature has a spirit, and as it gets older, sometimes these spirits can develop sentience, and they have wants and needs and those kinds of things that, like anything with sentience. But you need to find a way to communicate with these trees in order to establish that, and, you know, pacify them if they get aggressive.
Yep, we need to get this thing away from Miles. Cool. All right, Marcus. And I would gesture to the front door.
All right. Okay, cool.
And I'll hand the phone back, of course. All right, Marcus.
Dealing with spirits. What a joke. This is a joke, right? It's probably a joke by my mom. She's pulling a prank on us. Punishment for stepping on balls.
Living things don't have spirits, dude. The soul's a myth.
Yeah, I agree. But apparently this page tells us otherwise. It's time to prove it, though. He knocks on the wooden door.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
It's
I'm gonna kill this kid.
it's really quiet in there. There's no lights on.
He knocks again.
Were they going out?
Did we talk to him? Did we let him know we were on like
Miles
Yes.
did say that he was going out with his family for dinner tonight.
Okay, cool. That provides us with an opportunity. Now, do they have like a spare key or anything? I'm gonna look around. Like, there's no such thing as a spare key or anything, is there? Like, not this. Do I have
Can we
any
roll
way to get
something
inside?
to find something?
Hold on one second. Odds or evens, Casey?
Odds.
You have a spare key.
Yes, I am.
So
going inside.
there's one of those. There's like a frog garden ornament. They've got like a
Nice.
Miles's mum loves frogs. She's got like a whole bunch of like weird fucking frog ornaments.
Yeah.
You know, varying from like frogs fishing to like, you know, frogs lounging and sitting on toadstools, like just happy-go-lucky cartoon frogs. She's got a couple of realistic-looking ones. They have a
Yeah.
wind chime that is a frog with like chimes hanging from it. She really likes frogs. And you know that there's a frog sitting on a rock that says, "This is my sitting rock" on it. And you know, if you flip that over, there's a key on the underside.
Yoink saves me from having to go through a window. Okay.
Just gonna let yourself in.
Yeah, I'm going in. I'm gonna find that plant.
Cool, easy.
It's gotta
you-
be in there somewhere.
Hey, this is breaking and entering for a good cause, right? This
Didn't
is-
break anything.
Oh, true.
Fair
We're
and-
technically entering, just entering, not breaking it.
Just entering. No breaking has been done. Look,
You-
look, Mr. Hero, you stay out here. If you want. That way you're not even entering.
Mm-mm,
You're just an accomplice.
I'm going in. I'm going in.
We're going in. I'm in. All right, I will head inside. Okay, okay, we gotta find this goddamn plant, and
Cool.
we're taking it
Well-
with me. Us.
Yes. Well, you know where Miles's room is. You can go
Yep.
straight there.
We're gonna go straight up, throw the door open.
Miles is in bed. He's asleep.
No,
What?
no.
He's got a little salt lamp on. But he is in bed. Even from where you guys are, like you've just come into the bedroom, you can hear his breathing is quite labored. And he, like, with the light from the salt lamp, you can see that he's kind of sweaty as well.
Crap. Okay. Okay. So where's it? Is the I'm gonna just make a dramatic assumption and assume the plant is on like the windowsill or something.
Yeah, it's sitting on his desk.
There it is.
We should probably wake him up.
You go ahead. I gotta deal with this goddamn shrubbery.
All right,
Make you fucking weed.
Casey. this plant. Miles is not a plant, dude. Like,
No.
it's not looking its best. It's it looks a little wilty, and you know, it looks a little sad.
Yep.
That's yeah. Like even someone who has like very rudimentary plant knowledge knows that this plant is not doing
Okay.
great.
Okay. Spirits inside of living things. Spirits inside of living things. He's breathing. I will. Yeah. So I will. I'll stay by the plant. I'm gonna keep half an eye on the plant while Marcus, if considering Marcus is done out of his brain, if Marcus does
Not
attempt
that
to
high.
wake up Miles.
Marcus, you'd notice him kind of tap Marcus's like leg, like, dude, Miles, and if he doesn't respond, he'd start poking him, like,
He shifts a little bit, and he coughs in his sleep. It's quite a chesty kind of cough. He sort of like his brow furrows, and he rolls away from you.
Miles.
Marcus, the closer you are to Miles, you can hear this really, really, really faint singing. It sounds like maybe it's coming from outside. But it also kind of sounds like it's coming from Miles.
Hell.
And
I think he would take a look at Casey and he would ask, "Hey, do you hear that?"
no, you don't.
Hear what?
There's like this humming, like singing, even like, I don't know. It's very faint.
Did he fall
You
asleep
listen to
listening to
music?
Did he fall asleep listening to Spotify or something? Like I'm not.
Marcus takes a look at Miles, see if he has like a headset on.
Doesn't look like he's got any earbuds in, but the closer you lean to him, it almost sounds like what sounded like labored breathing before now kind of has this undercurrent. Like every time he breathes out, you can hear the singing again.
Oh God.
This is getting weird. You seriously don't hear that, Case?
I'll step over to Miles and crouch down and see if I can hear it as well.
You can't hear it.
No, man, nothing at all. He's just. What's he think? Like,
Miles, he says as he kind of pulls down the covers very, very slowly.
Mhm.
Miles, come on, man.
He does sort of stir at this finally. And he sort of looks at you two. He looks like he's got a really bad fever. Like he's got that kind of glassy look in his eyes. He's just like, what are you guys doing here?
Dude,
Yeah,
you don't look too hot. What the hell's going on?
I think I got like a bug or something. Like,
yeah, it's going around.
that's what my mom said.
Do you, by any
I
chance, did you start like listening to opera music or something? Because
what?
You can hear it?
yeah, I can hear it. It's like a humming, and then it kind of goes in and out.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Pretty? No, it sounds haunting.
I like it.
What the hell are you two on about?
Case, there's this singing going on. Okay, well, not that you're gonna relate because you can't hear it. Miles,
Hmm?
what is going on? Like, this plant. When did you get this plant?
My sister gave it to me like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. I don't know. She gave it to me because I drove her to a basketball game. What are you guys doing here?
We're here to check on you.
Oh,
Hey, Miles.
Yeah.
You know how whenever we're around, weird shit happens to you?
Me?
Okay, let me rephrase. You know how whenever we're around, weird shit happens to Marcus?
Yeah.
We need the plant.
I'm gonna take the plant.
Why, man? It's just a plant. I mean, you can have it. I'm
It's
really
terrible as well. Have you been watering it properly?
I have no idea. When are you supposed to water plants, man?
Oh, okay.
First things first, he probably
I'm-
needs a glass of water.
I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I need to go get a glass of water to pour on this. Actually, before I need you two to do me a quick solid. Can you sing what you're hearing?
Mm,
Like, can you even just hum along to it, just so like I know?
mm.
Give me something here.
I'm a really bad singer, man. Like, I don't know, like, it's really tuneless as he hums.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
but
It's like
It
that
does-
mindless, that sort of mindless daydream humming that has no rhythm.
yeah,
Okay.
that kind of thing. But it's
Oh.
like
God.
really pretty. Yeah, and he sort of seems to like drift off to sleep again.
Hey, stay with us, buddy. Hey, come on.
I'm fucking tired. I'm sick. Just-
Look, I know you are, but there's things going on that I think you should know about, especially because you're involved with this damn plan.
Just take it, man. I don't care. Just
Taking
like-
it. Okay. I'm gonna give something a shot, Marcus, and my boys, and I'm gonna need you to just let me do this because I'm the one that can. Spirits live in everything. Spirits live in everything. I'm gonna walk over to the plant. Just spirits live in everything but me. Can I do this? I'm going to gaze into the abyss, please,
Roll for it.
because I would love to see if I can I want the plant to attune to me instead of Miles.
Okay. All right.
So that's dark, isn't it?
Yes, roll with dark.
What the hell is my dark? Okay. Oh, yep. Yeah, it's just 1. That's fine.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's fine. 8.
8. Very good. Cool.
Also, because I have corpse to split as a, can I pick another hunger, please?
Hold on a sec. Let me just.
Because whenever I gaze into the abyss, I can temporarily pick a new hunger.
Sure. Wait, didn't you have short rest for the wicked and ending?
Did I?
Or did you change it?
Ending. I had ending for my first draft. But did I have it last game?
I think I think I didn't notice that you changed it before
Okay,
the last
cool.
game. All good.
Are you okay with the switch, or do you want me to
Yeah,
switch back?
absolutely. No, that's fine.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you can absolutely pick another hunger.
Do I pick it, or do you pick it because you're in charge?
Let me just have a look at the phrasing. God, if I can find
It says the abyss will share with you its hunger.
Sure. All right. Well, in that case, so,
How do you want to traumatize me?
you can ask me a question. Like about so when you gaze into
Okay.
this, name what you're looking for. So you get to like ask me a question about what you're looking for. And I will pick a hunger and I will give you your answer.
Can I take the connection, considering my soul is damaged?
Cool, okay. The hunger you get from that is connection.
Cool.
You phrased that question badly.
I did. Oh, God.
You have chosen poorly.
Oh, that's so bad. Okay.
So, and because you rolled an 8, the visions that you get are alarming and confusing. So, you hold this plant and you try to connect with it, try to like lose yourself in it as you gaze into the abyss. And for a moment, you get nothing, and then your grip kind of seizes on the pot. And it's like it reminds you very distinctly of being hit by a car. It's a sudden thump, and it knocks the wind out of you, and you get a flash of like roots growing in your chest. You get another thump, and these roots wither and die, and you get another thump, and you feel empty.
Okay.
Hey,
How you doing, Miles? Ugh. I'm facing away as I'm trying to recover from this. How you doing, buddy?
Miles yawns. He sort of like, Marcus, as you're looking at him, you can he looks like his eyes are clearing up a little bit. Like he looks like he's focusing a little bit more. You just just tired, man. I'm just tired. You okay? Case?
Yeah, just heartburn.
So
Oh.
Heartburn? What?
I'm
guys
good,
should-
boys.
you guys should probably leave, man. Like, I don't want
Yeah.
to get you guys sick.
Yeah, totally. I'm still taking the plant.
Yeah, whatever, man. Take the plant.
I'll get it back to health, and I'll get it back to you.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll put the plant underneath my arm and just. Now the question is, do I hear music?
Yes, you can hear it now.
Yes.
it's quite distinct to you. It kind of sounds like it's coming from outside, but at the same time, it kind of sounds like it's coming from within. And it's a beautiful, incoherent melody that sounds like the wind, and it sounds like bells, and it sounds like leaves rustling, and it sounds like birds. Just sounds
It sounds like Mother Nature singing. Is that
almost, yeah. It's very
God.
it's very natural.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Miles, you get some rest. Oh wow, that is pretty.
Casey,
Yeah.
you feel kind of sick.
Yeah.
You can feel that burn of a cough in the back of your throat.
Yeah. I can take it. That's what I'm for. That's what I'm good for.
You don't look so hot either. What the hell did you do? This?
I've been worse. Come on. We're gonna meet up with the others, remember?
No,
Gotta
no,
meet
we're
up
not
with the,
going anywhere until we figure this out. What's going on with you? What did you do?
We had a little chat.
Yeah, we just talked to Miles.
The plant's mine now. It's fine. I gave it room. I had plenty.
I don't understand. You can't speak to plants.
Spirits live in everything. Come on, we don't want Miles to get us sick.
Yeah, Marcus kind of takes a look at Miles and throws the covers back at on top of him.
He's already dozing off again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Uh,
as they're walking out, Marcus is still like hesitant about this whole thing.
Mhm.
Are you seriously? I thought we were gonna do this just the two of us. What's this group chat? What?
wasn't my idea, but Aaron started. Give me a second. Whew. Stairs.
When you
Aaron
reach
started.
When you reach the bottom of the stairs, Casey, I just
Yeah.
want you to mark 2 harm.
Oh God!
Oh shit!
Oh God!
What
Christ!
is this visible? Like what?
You can't see any visible harm on
Okay.
them. Like there's no bloody injuries or anything like that. But
Ugh.
like Casey looks almost as bad as Miles did, and it's come on really quickly.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, like what you did, but we're not going anywhere when you're in your current state.
I'm fine.
Are they like sweaty? And are they like
A little bit
drenched in-
little bit sweaty. You know, their breathing is labored. They look unwell.
You should take a seat.
Just put some water on the plant, help it out a little tick, get it outside into the fresh air, and I'll be groovy to ride. It's fine.
Okay, he
Just-
says as he kind of goes to the kitchen, fills up a cup of water and then just like dunks it on the plant. No, not dunks it, but like waters it properly
Oof.
in the soil.
This
Do
is
you
gonna
feel-
be a slow one. Oof. Sorry.
It's not an instantaneous perk up, but some of the sweatiness kind of goes away. Like as you watch the water kind of absorb into the soil, and you know that thing, like if you watch
Yeah.
time lapse of videos of plants being watered, their leaves kind of lift a little bit. Like, you know, it definitely looks pleased. The plant looks pleased with this, and Casey seems to sort of perk up a smidgen.
Whew. Okay. I'm good. I'm groovy. Let's go. Let's get this done. Let's get this bread. Come on, buddy. Whew.
Oh, I still don't know what the hell's going on, but
It's
sure.
fine.
It's
fine.
right.
Trust me.
Okay.
So, you guys jump on your bikes and
Yep.
head to the grove.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yep.
As you arrive, you can see Aaron standing in the parking lot, and Blair arrives not long after, as Velvet and her cronies pull up in Chadwood's car. And I'm going to leave us there because it's only 20 minutes till 6, and the Camarilla have a session at 7, and people need to eat. And I don't want to get us caught up in whatever's going to go down in the grove.
Understandable.
If that works for everybody.
Could Aaron have gone ahead instead of waiting?
I think that you've just walked into the car, like you've walked, because it's one of those, you know, when you come into a lot of nature parks, there's like a little bit of like a driveway of sorts, and then a big parking lot. So she's like walking across the parking lot at this point. So they're still a little ways behind her, but you can definitely you hear everyone pulling up behind you.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna call it there, and we can do our little outros.
Can you repeat your like ending portion? Because you continued with the. I don't want to cut it with like the Camarilla. The reason why we're cutting it off early is Camarilla stuff.
Sorry, where did you want me to?
You do your outro scene again.
Oh yeah. So yeah, as the boys as Casey and Marcus jump on their bikes and head to the grove, they pull in as Blair sort of comes up the street and pulls in just behind them. Velvet and her cronies are not far behind, and you can see the back end of Erin as she walks through the car park and towards the trailhead to head into the grove. And that is where we will leave our intrepid teenagers today. Or tonight, I guess. All right. So thank you all for joining us, and we will return to Iluka Springs next week, so we'll see you then. Thanks again to Izzy for our school logo and Mona Mercy for our character art. I am Hollow, and I am your mysterious ST. You can find me on most social media as @thewildchild with an E on the end. Erin?
Hi, I'm playing Erin. My name is Sabrina, and yeah, I'm stuck in this really creepy town, which I don't know what's happening anymore. I just want to get back with my lover. Yay! But yeah, you can check me out over Twitter, the Overlord. If you're already in my channel watching this, you already know where to find me.
And Velvet?
Hey, I'm Matt, and I'm playing Velvet, and you can find me on Twitter @BlazingLobster. And excited that there may be a new member of the crony gang.
Casey?
I am Kai. I am playing the chaotic now cursed Casey. You can find me as Primal Infinity pretty much everywhere. Yeah. I ended that on the wrong intonation. You can find me as Primal Infinity pretty much everywhere.
Marcus?
Hey, I'm Lou, and I'm playing Marcus, the very non-superstitious, non-believer, very concerned at the moment for his homies, with this tree spirit business. Yeah.
Blair?
I'm Sam. I've been playing the, as described by others, colossally weird Blair. You can find me on most social media as Plague Maiden with an underscore at the end.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining me. It's been wonderful. And thank everyone else for joining us to have a listen. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.